Hi there. Doesn't matter where you look at the moment, it seems like it's election season. There's also a really big election coming up in the sports world, with International Olympic Committee President Thomas Bach expected to stand down when his term expires in 2025. Now, there are three people that insiders are mostly talking about. There might be other candidates that come to the fore, but here are the three that most people have at the top of their mind. The current president of World Athletics, Sebastian Coe, who was also the man in charge of delivering a very successful London 2012 Olympic Games, himself an Olympic gold medalist. Then there's Zimbabwe's Kirsty Coventry, again an Olympic champion. She's also said to be Thomas Bach's favoured choice. Kirsty has come into the IOC. She's one of the younger members. She has a political career in her home country of Zimbabwe. She's also the chair of the Coordination Commission for delivery of the Brisbane 2032 Olympic Games. And then there's IOC member Juan Samaranch. Now, if you think you've heard that name before, you'd be right. His father was a former president of the IOC, in fact, the president at the time that Sydney won the Olympic Games for 2000. Now, I'd like to introduce you to somebody who is not in the running this time, but may very well be a candidate at some time in the future. She's the youngest IOC member at the moment, again, a gold medalist from Sochi 2014 in the sport of speed skating. In fact, China's first speed skating gold medalist. Zhang Hong has most recently been the chair of the Coordination Commission for the delivery of the recent Youth Olympic Games in South Korea, in Gangwon province, using a lot of the facilities, in fact some of the facilities that she competed in when they hosted the Winter Olympic Games in 2018.
I'm so happy to be here, and this also is a great experience to myself. 6 years ago I was an athlete, and this time I have to serve the young athlete to deliver the Olympic torch to the next generation.
Do you think it would have made a difference to your career if you had a Youth Olympic Games to compete in first?
Well, unfortunately, I couldn't have this opportunity, and I'm too old. But I'm really happy, to see all of those young athletes that they enjoy the games, they enjoy, the atmosphere, and I saw, the young athletes, they try their best to qualify the youth games and come from all over the world, and to have, the happiness time in Gangwon. And I visited all the facilities here and also villages. I asked all of them, what's your feelings to be here, how's the food, how's the field of play, and everything, all of them are very happy.
So I know the other day when I saw you, you were with the IOC President Thomas Bach, and a question was asked of him. He was a gold medalist, he continued with his career, he became the IOC president. Is that something you see for yourself maybe sometime in the future?
Well, I couldn't say that, but I still feel satisfied, and I feel very honored to be an IOC member after 2018 Pyeongchang Olympic Games. And at that time I was one of the youngest IOC member. I think until now, I'm still the youngest one.
You can catch the full interview with Zhang Hong on the Sports Ambassador podcast by subscribing on Patreon.